So it's too bad to hear that you lost your last match, buddy, in that fatal four-way.
Well, you know, at least I didn't get put on display and embarrassed by being handcuffed to the side of a ring.
Hey, you know what? At least I wasn't pinned or submitted. They had to handcuff me. I never lost nothing.
Well, you know, I seem to remember that you had a belt at one point or another, but you would have lost had I been around. Now, even if I was in the match where you got handcuffed to the side of the ring, the result would have been the same.
Hold on. First of all, you bums, you a bum, and you a bum, okay? I'm coming for the belt. I'm coming for gold, either tag or singles. I've been overlooked way too long. And to let a little worm like you come up in this organization talking about you deserve something, you know what you really deserve is a foot up your ass. Okay, for one.
Okay, hold on. Let me interfere in that. Technically, I never lost my belt, so if anybody should get their belt back, it should be me, other than you two, because technically, you know, I am a little better than you guys. I'd have to say, just a little. I'm not saying, you know, I'm up there, but I have to say, I have a little bit.
You know what? How about we just finish them in the ring and just call it done, man?
How about we just call this truce today? And I'll deal with this little punk later.
All right, I like where this is going. So me and you versus these guys. You know what? If you guys think you're big enough to take us on, sure, meet us in the ring. We'll see you there.
We'll see you.
Yeah,
Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Come on.
Let's go.
Anytime I hear someone utter the phrase, "What the fuck?" about this particular spot on this show, I almost have to believe it's being said in the same tone, with the same confused, befuddled, dare I say drug-induced admiration and astonishment as those who would end up saying, "What the fuck?" after watching David Letterman. About 36 hours after the last edition of this show was posted to YouTube and Facebook, David Letterman taped the last edition of his show. 33 years and over 6,000 episodes of late-night television. He surpassed his idol Johnny Carson in terms of late-night TV seniority. When Letterman first got his 12:30 show at NBC, Carson flat out told him to not make his show be another Tonight Show. In fact, be the anti-Tonight Show. And that's what Dave did. He ditched convention. He threw watermelons and turkeys off a roof, staged elevator races and eggnog bowling, had Vince McMahon commentate a pregnancy, and wore suits of Velcro and sponges. He even put a helmet camera on a freaking monkey and let it run loose in the studio. I think on some superstitious level, it is safe to believe that all of us are cheap imitations of David Letterman. Even if you didn't know who he was, or you never saw his show, or you didn't even like the man, I could possibly pinpoint at least one regular or quirky trait about the average Joe, and find a slice of Letterman hidden underneath that. I can certainly find it in some of the guys in Revolution. Although in RevDub, I'd want to believe that we aren't just cheap imitations of Letterman. We're pathetic, because I have yet to get clears to shamelessly ride a horse like Letterman did the night he taped his show at 4 a.m. And despite the satisfaction of entertaining through wrestling, I don't think anyone in the locker room actually has the balls to bring a camera crew with them to deliver a fruit basket to a hateful corporation, or for that matter, interrupt an important event by yelling through a megaphone, "I am the president of this network! This was my idea, and I am not wearing pants! I have removed my pants!" Nobody's that brave, because everyone knows that nobody could touch the anti-establishment rebelliousness of David Letterman. And nobody seemingly will. You could do a late-night gig for 40 or 50 years, and you still couldn't come close to matching, purveying the one-of-a-kind, snarky, sarcastic attitude with gravitas that Letterman had in his prime. Until the end of time, it will indeed be often imitated, but never duplicated. Speaking of imitations, I held in my hand a copy of today's top 10 list. From the home office in Wahoo, Nebraska, top 10 signs you or your significant other, or an active participant in Revolution Wrestling. Now, there are hundreds of different signs, and I'm sure many of our haters will let us know about that. Haters. Haters. But we're going to narrow it down for the sake of starting a discussion to 10. So, here we go. Top 10 signs you or your particular significant other are an active participant in RevDub. Here we go. Number 10. Your perfect substitute for pulling hair out of a shower drain is a barbed wire crown. Number 9. You both share a romantic drink using 2 nacho-flavored straws. Well, that's kind of romantic, actually. Number 8. Your safe words include Princeton or princess. Number 7, the most frequently used word in their vocabulary is come. Can we roll the videotape of that, please?
Another one comes, and another one comes.
If you came the last time and enjoyed it, come again.
Came out of nowhere.
I can come find you,
Gonna come off on me.
or you can come find me.
And this is what you have coming.
I'm coming. That Revolution title is coming home.
Number 6, your significant other's house pet is a snake with 3rd-degree burns. Too soon, maybe. Not good. Number 5, when you get jealous, you bleed from the waist down. Number 4, your honeymoon pictures and selfies consist of nothing more than Trucin and Bobo harmoniously leaping towards the camera to beat the snot out of you. That is the ever-loving truth, if I've ever heard it. Number 3, Michael Miner invaded your cookout and you've been mad as hell ever since. Number 2, you always travel to a flea market with a trash bag. And the number 1 sign, you or your significant other are an active participant in Revolution. 2 words, ear kitty.
Only one thing.
Super Beard Bros.
Always get that ear pussy.
Hello, Revolution fans watching on YouTube and Facebook. Skeeter Motzley with you, welcoming you to the Revolution Report, your monthly stop for everything you need to know about Revolution Wrestling. Well, what can you say about FanFest that we still haven't lost the buzz about? Almost a full month later, and fans are still talking about FanFest. The weather outside was as heated as the rivalries that continued to commence on that afternoon. And despite that heat wave, the crowd, both young and old, flocked to Safe Haven to watch their show, which saw Salvation once again triumph over the Super Beard Bros, and Jim Spraggan get taken down a couple notches. We saw the crowning of new tag team champions in Kurt Reed and D-Row. We saw our special guest Paul London deliver his stamp of approval to someone we never thought would receive that kind of humanly class act. And Prodigy Steak finally silenced Kyle Cash to be officially reinstated to RevDub. However, of all the individuals who have been poised to steal the headlines and the spotlight through the first half of the 2015 season, none have traveled so far out of left field than the man who has always been motivated by jealousy and shocks. If anything, his theme song should be renamed Shockabilly. When Vegesus heard that Brian Phoenix was granted the right to select his first opponent for a Revolution title match at the Animal Tribute Show, Vegesus elected himself for that spot. No surprise, really, given his track record over the past 4 years of sneaking through the back door to attain any kind of opportunity worth affording. But this was a different Vegesus answering the call. No longer was he flaunting about how he defeated the likes of Toucan Dan from the Sudan or Chucky from Kentucky. No longer was it written on his shirt that he was better than you, or that he didn't believe in the letter W. His attitude had changed, so subtly, yet with an unusual aggression seeping through the pores. But what had always stuck in Vegesus' craw was the fact that in a lot of circles, we believed that he truly didn't believe in the letter W. Because when it came to Brian Phoenix, historically speaking, Vegesus had never defeated Brian Phoenix. 2 times in the Hybrid Wrestling Alliance, 2 losses courtesy of a Phoenix Rising. At Front Yard Mania 7, a loss via tap out to the Crossface. In Revolution, the story remained the exact same. The Animal Tribute Show, a loss. Apocalypse, a 3 count overturned. At FanFest, fate from those dreaded 2 words, 5 letters, I quit. With each loss, Delirium was also showing itself amidst his frustration. So much so that even before his match with Phoenix, he snuck around the fans in the parking lot and behind the back of Let's Rocker to commit highway robbery in the form of stealing the briefcase that Rocker defeated him for at Uprising. One of Mike Houston's first edicts when the Revolution era began was that with the dawning of a new name to his old brand, everyone and everything within his company was going to be given a reset back down to earth. Both those who wrestled in FYW and the traditions that became commonplace. In one of the founders' biggest declarations to date, last week on Adrenaline, the announcement was made that Title in the Bank, a prize which admittedly teetered on near copyright infringement, was dead. And that move did not settle well with a man who has been both unsettled and unhinged.
The inaugural Golden Opportunity event is in 2 weeks here to 10 North Bloomington Street. And in another Revolution first, for the very first time in Revolution history, 20 minutes will be on a clock. 6 men will be wrestling for 20 minutes straight at the same time. When the clock strikes 0, so does the chance at the opportunity to win a brand new briefcase, which will be made at that show, and has been rechristened the Golden Opportunity Briefcase. It is called the Golden Gauntlet.
Yeah!
6 men, 20 minutes with the shot at the Revolution Championship. Obviously, the first participant is one Let's Rocker. He will defend that particular title shot.
He ain't coming, I laid him out. Where is he?
I'm not sure where he's at, but I do know for a fact that you are also a part of that Golden Gauntlet. If you want to earn a fair and square, that's your shot. You are in the Golden Gauntlet.
I gotta win something that's already mine.
And because of their individual competitions and their successes, and what they have proven over the course of recent shows, all 4 of you will also be involved in the gauntlet.
That arm.
Whoa!
There's D-Rock! What's D-Rock doing out here?
I don't know, but I like this match better already.
Oh, of course you would.
Whoa!
Trip notices.
No.
But Jesus! Come on!
Not like this!
Come on! Steel City! D-Rock is rigged in the round!
Not like this! Not like
Oh,
this!
this makes me sick! This makes me sick!
Oh no!
But Jesus just won the Unbreakable Championship!
I like the press, but what the hell?
Zero did that! Damn it to hell, but Jesus is unbreakable! Well, that was last Saturday on Adrenaline, and I can't believe I'm about to say what I'm about to say, but ladies and gentlemen, your new Unbreakable Champion, Vegesus.
In the flesh.
For what it's worth, welcome, although I am still mad for what you did to me. In the thick of the gauntlet announcement, and that's the first question I sort of want to dive into. Have you ever heard of the expression delusions of grandeur?
I actually have not.
Well, for those that don't know, it's a fixed belief that one possesses superior qualities. it's more often than not a symptom of schizophrenia. In your case, you've sort of exemplified these kinds of delusions over the course of your 4 years with FYW and Revolution. June 18th, by the way, 2 days before Golden Opportunity, the anniversary of your arrival. From a man who once held a foam belt proclaiming the VC Double V Championship to now an Unbreakable Champion. But why has this recent obsession over the biggest prize in Revolution sent you overboard?
Well, you know, you gotta have goals, and it's all about the biggest prize. I mean, nobody comes to see the mid-card, nobody comes to see the opening act, they want to see the main event, and Vegesus is the main event. I mean, that's a given. People want to see me. I mean, yeah, the other guys are okay, but this is the star attraction right here, and I deserve the gold.
That sounds more or less like a sane answer as opposed to what we've seen since the start of this season. I mean, it's no secret that you've been overconfident over the course of your life, but when it comes to the Revolution title, Brian Phoenix, and that stigma of having never defeated him, only intensified when you lost 3 straight free per-views against him. Were you afraid of actually losing to Phoenix?
Absolutely not. What I was afraid of was Lex Rocker. Lex Rocker, but they cheer for him, they don't get it. He's a snake. I would have captured that belt, and he would have snuck up right upon me in a sleazy fashion, blindsided me, and would have took my championship from me, and I was not going to let that happen.
Listen to who's talking now, come on.
It's the truth. He was playing, I seen him walk around the back, so, you know, I said, you know what, I'm sick of seeing this guy on his high horse, I'm going to take him down that way. And I was going to win the championship. Unfortunately, during the match, I did sustain a minor shoulder injury. Everything's good now. I got looked at. And, you know, from what it looked like, now there's still some controversy out there. I'm pretty sure I said I will never quit. I was cut out with the microphone, but...
The mic was going out, but not in that particular instance.
I do want to say I recall that, but I will do say, you know, I was injured and some things did happen that didn't quite work out my way. Shoulder is better. I did get looked at, just some major bruising, nothing serious. But no, when I eventually took out Rocker, I figured he was going to attack me. And for the record, I also did win at Apocalypse. I was the Revolution Champion, but no, it was taken away from me, just like this company tries to take away everything from me. They're down on Vegesus. Houston is jealous, probably.
You momentarily won that match. It was Cash's super kick that resulted with the referee down. Houston overruled, restarted the match, Phoenix ended up winning. You leave Adrenaline with the Unbreakable title. Houston wasn't in the building at that particular time. If he was, he would have called for a match restart. His words.
That's, you know, that's very possible, and that's unfortunate he wasn't in the building, I guess, for his terms. All I know is I don't know what D-Row was doing out there. Supposedly Cash out there. I didn't see Cash out there during Apocalypse. What those guys' agendas were, I have no idea. What I seen is I capitalized. I seen an opportunity, and I took it. I seen he wasn't looking, and I gave him the old blind side, and I took that belt for what was mine. My golden opportunity came early. Everyone else was waiting for Saturday. I already got my gold. And now it's just Saturday's going to even be better.
Some fans have continually cried, even hashtagged, give Vegesus a chance. But before Adrenaline, and it's in the record books, you hadn't even won a match since Pledge of Allegiance last July.
Well, you know, sometimes you go through a rut, a streak, but you know, the Vegesus, they seen that. They seen, you know, what I'm made of. I mean, come on, I got my own Grand Theft Auto meme out there. Who has a Grand Theft Auto meme on the roster? Nobody but me. I mean, that's how great the Vegesus are.
Yeah, but why would casual fans, ordinary people, regular folks, and I'm sure there's a lot that come out to Safe Haven to watch these shows, why would some of these people, most of these people, some of them that you've basically backwashed, trash-talked, why would they want to buy stock in you deserving a title shot after title shot after title shot, despite this record, this losing record that you had for almost an entire year?
I just think people see the potential. I mean, come on. Like I said with Apocalypse, I should have been the champion. I was the champion. They took that away from me. And the Vegesus see this. They see that it's, you know, corporate management against me. You know, that's why when it came Adrenaline, when I heard that open challenge, I seized my opportunity. I knew Houston wasn't in the door. So, you know, I ran out there and I seen a chance and I took it and it paid off. I am your now new Unbreakable Champion. After
Adrenaline, it looked like at the end of the day that come June 20th, future envisioning, it'd be you against the world. Seemingly once again. But in the case of the match, you've got 5 other opponents. Simply put, will you be able to exorcise the demons of the past, the struggle to finally win the big one, or, to steal something you've coined a couple times, will you be burnt by the sun?
You know, golden opportunity. It's a big match. You know, there's five other guys. Match. You say 5 other guys. I say there's 5 losers in the match. I'm obviously going to win. I'm more experienced. I understand the mentality of this match. I got what it takes to finish it off because it is 20 minutes of enduring. You know, and it's all about that last pinfall. It's not about get a pinfall, you win. No, you got to last 20 minutes, regardless. So I know you got to seize the opportunity, find your moment, get that pinfall. Because all I need is one pinfall. Then I got control of the briefcase, and all I need to do is milk it out and ride out the rest of the time remaining. And then boom, not only will I be the Unbreakable Champion, I'll also be the golden opportunity winner. And then I can cash in any time. Instead of just running for the belt now, I'm pretty satisfied where I'm at now. Just give me that briefcase, and then you never know when Vegesus will be coming.
Yeah, but are you going to be crying conspiracy though? If you do lose this match, because you've cried conspiracy each and every month ever since the start of the season.
Well, I would say those are definitely harsh terms. I definitely didn't cry speaking truth. But this time I'm confident. Like, losing's not even an option. This match, I've already won. It's just got to be put on paper. I'm going to go out there, Lex Rocker, all his little fans out there, woo, Rocker! Well, guess what? They're going to get a shocker. And Vegesus is going to be the golden opportunity briefcase winner. I will have belt in one hand and briefcase in the other, and I will be in control of Revolution Wrestling.
And who knows what will be simmering in his mind, and you're lucky I have issues with Truson and Bobo at this point for me to find my own paperwork, since we're about a block from the police.
Accidents happen in the ring, and you gotta realize, Skeeter, when you put yourself in that position, you put yourself at risk. I mean,
end of the day, you shot the messenger.
Sometimes.
So you're lucky I'm keeping my calm at this point.
Sometimes in a moment of heat, you might cast about a moment of stress. So, things happened. I could say I apologize for laying my hands on you. That was unprofessional of me. Mm-hmm. And it will never happen again.
Yeah. We'll see for ourselves. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me. I'll see you at Golden Opportunity. Briefcase in one hand, title in the other.
Yeah. Hey, we got my attorneys on the phone. Back on the Revolution Report, time for some exclusive action, and we're actually sitting down here. I'm joined by Psycho Joe as we get set for what we saw moments ago in the parking lot, top of the broadcast. Dimitri, the Diz, Kia, Twisted Wicked J, all arguing about championships. That is the Demon from Mississippi, who may get his shot should he win the Gold Gauntlet this upcoming Saturday. Did I mention Psycho Joe is with me?
Yes, you did. And, it's been a long time since I've actually gotten to see a couple of these guys in this ring together. And, most of you don't know what I'm talking about, but there's some history between some of these guys in this ring, and I can't wait to see what it boils down to, because they had an argument out in the parking lot, and then they're like, hey, let's just take the brawl inside, here we go. This is my kind of action.
That's how most of these matches are pretty much stoked up. That's where the best matches, really much, best confrontations, too.
Exactly, those are my favorite kind of matches, when there's a bunch of guys that get together and go, hey, let's beat the hell out of each other. Now that's a good time to me.
We'll see some tag action here on the report. Dimitri already in the ring. There's his partner, Twisted Wicked J, who's evolved a little bit. He's made his return back at Apocalypse after we thought he took his ball and went home after losing the American Championship. He's teamed up here with Dimitri, who, as I said, is one of 6 men in the Golden Gauntlet, upcoming at Golden Opportunity, the potential to attain the new Golden Opportunity briefcase and the title shot.
Oh, I sure do love calling me a Gold Gauntlet match. I do remember a few years back calling one that was just phenomenal. And I can't wait to see what some of these guys do in said match.
We'll get more details on the Gauntlet in a few short moments. There is Kia, another of the 6 men involved in the upcoming Golden Gauntlet match. He'll be teamed up with the Diz of Z momentarily.
One thing that I like about this match is the balance that you've got between the teams. You've got power in one corner, a little bit of power in the other, and then you got 2 guys who have springs in their feet.
Agility personified when it comes to Kia, formerly an Unbreakable Champion in both FYW and Revolution. And last show we saw Kia defend the championship, the tag titles, replacing Adam Ward.
Is it just me, or do you make a comment every time she walks out?
Well, it's hard not to take notice of beautiful Blaze.
Well, yeah, it's hard not to take notice, but I don't make a comment. I just stare at her boobs.
This is the freestyle fighter from Chicago, the Diz. Psycho Joe telling it the way it is, the way he sees it. The Diz, not teamed up with his normal partner, True Sin, the other half of Dem Boys.
Which is surprising because, you know, I'm used to seeing these guys travel in a pack. Now, I'm not saying anything racist here, but usually when you see one, you see the other, and they're not up to really any good.
These are 2 very unusual tandems. I think the first time we've seen both these Oh, God.
What are you 2 idiots doing?
What are you doing? Jim Spraggan. We don't have a camera in here. Jim Spraggan has arrived. How'd you get in here? Did you lock the door, Psycho Joe?
Well, see, I don't have any. I don't have any.
We're gonna have to get in between you guys. Bell's gone. We're underway.
Yeah, you stay in there.
Tag team action. Kia starts off on his team and Twisted Wicked J. Also involved here.
Why are we talking about these idiots?
Oh, this is
I don't want to talk about these idiots. Let's talk about Salvation.
Okay, then.
You're talking about this Golden Gauntlet crap, and what happens? Pennywise comes into Salvation, beats the world champion, and we can't even get in there.
Well, I'm just curious, why couldn't you get into the Gauntlet?
Well, because he's putting a bunch of losers. Kia hasn't won a match in years. He gave that idiot Houston gave him a title last year. Just gave him a title.
He'll waltz into that particular matchup, but that's pretty much old business. Oh, look at this Huracan Rana.
You know, Skeeter, normally I'm brutally scared of this guy, and I would not agree with him, even if he tried to kill my nachos. But, he's got a point. There's not a single man from Salvation in this match, and for a bunch of guys that doesn't play fair, even I gotta say, kind of a little biased there by, you know, whoever made the decision up top.
When's the last time any one of these idiots won a match? Any of them?
Well, Dimitri.
Even Dimitri. He sucks.
Dimitri won in his debut. Should we add it was one with Wolf Assassin. Immediately he's on.
Let's go there. And
he admittedly Wolf's on a bit of a losing edge.
A bit?
To change things at Golden Opportunity, we'll run the full lineup in just a short moment.
Once again, I hate to agree with him, but he's right. Dimitri's only won 1 match to a guy that hasn't even been here a year.
I hope you're not drinking the holy water, Psycho Joe.
I'm not, but he's speaking truth right now. What can I do?
You want to hear some other truth? Ugly white women are with black guys. Simple as that.
Oh,
simple as that.
So, you apologize for that.
I'm not apologizing for nothing. I haven't apologized since I've been here, and I'm not apologizing now. And Kia, what's he do? He's named after a car that sucks. That absolutely sucks.
Well, I never thought I'd agree with you a 3rd time.
Okay.
You're coming into the light.
I don't know.
Brother.
Just remember what he did to your Doritos. Just please.
How can I not forget? I cried.
What's he talking about?
I wasn't sure.
Sounds like he's talking trash to the crowd here.
I think he's talking to Bonics.
Style fighter from Chicago, the Diz, not endearing himself to the Revolution audience.
He sucks too.
Twisted Wicked J getting a hip toss for his trouble.
Watch out, Kia. You'll be in an accident here in a minute, just like all the cars named after you stupid ass.
Axe handle.
Well, looks like Twisted Wicked J was in that accident.
Now we will get to focus on
Again, the Kia did cause it.
Because it's to my surprise, 2 straight free per views Your cronies, Sprague, defeated the Super Beard Bros. Now you want to put challenge up on just Rob Adams for it. Oh, frog splash.
Well, because that stupid-ass Madman WK got hurt. Hurt? Because he's a little...
He's either hurt or he's gone. We're not
he's
sure.
He's a little girl. He's a little girl.
I don't know. It is sort of mysterious as to why.
And then Rob Adams, they all want to come out. Ooh, we're going to beat you. We're going to beat you. That didn't happen.
No, I'm impressed that Dimitri gets in right now. This is the first tag of the match. It's been about 5 minutes. And now we see Dimitri and the Diz. Look! Oh, Northern Lights.
Quick cover here by Dimitri.
Textbook here, too. And...
Oh, is that Luke Deeds behind there? He's an idiot, too.
That is Luke Deeds, who retired on his own tuition.
No.
Despite what you
neck
say.
breaker.
Oh, neck breaker.
Because he knew what was going to happen to his stupid ass.
He's had some life-threatening injuries as he...
Yeah, after we beat his ass, that's why they were life-threatening.
I'm not sure. I mean, you have taken care of business.
Because he was scared. Poopness.
Wait, whoa, why's the black guy getting up on the top rope? This can't be good.
Now, you know what they say about white men?
Oh, they can't jump, really.
Oh! Almost famous by the Diz onto Dimitri.
Just driving his face into the mat. That was actually pretty good.
Dimitri, the veteran.
Hey, at least we got equal opportunity. We got the Hispanic kid. We got the black kid. We got the stupid kid, Dimitri, sorry. And then we got Kia. Whatever the hell he is.
Now, what does that make you, then?
I'm white.
The scary old guy.
And scary and old and probably...
I'm surprised you haven't run for your life.
Who, me?
Psycho.
I don't run for I don't run from nobody.
I already tried. He locked the door. I can't get out. Do you know this thing walks from the outside?
Gave you the key.
Oh, wait a minute.
Fisherman suplex, boy.
Golden Gauntlet. Explain to me.
The golden...
One time. How did a woman beater get into that match, too?
Well, Mike Houston, I think, based...
Mike Houston kisses their ass and does everything that they possibly can do to screw everybody.
So much.
Oh, and he kicked out. Sorry. I know we're supposed to be doing commentary. I am on a commentary right now. Houston, you suck. On the 20th, something extremely bad is going to happen. And I'm giving you a warning. It's going to happen. Somebody's ass is going to get kicked.
Double-edged chops by Dimitri. If we could get back to some semblance of order here. Dimitri in the ring with the Diz. Now going for an underhook. Very technically savvy.
Looks like he's going for Southern Hospitality.
Trademark Southern Hospitality. Long Island iced tea in there. Officiating 2 count.
I'm glad he came back because the last time I seen him, he was face down too after I got done with this stupid little bastard.
That seems to
be been a good year for Zebras in Revolution.
That seems to be a common thing for anybody who gets near you.
Crossbody by Dimitri, the Diz catches him. Oh, Diz wrap!
Oh, that was a pancake.
Right near in Long Island iced tea, trudging, cover 2.
Oh, look at that, there's that wherewithal. Paying attention to where he's at.
Lord, the Diz. Irate. As you hear, he was even counting with the official.
Is Dimitri from Kentucky?
He's from Mississippi.
The Demon.
Close enough. He's probably related to the Daniels.
From Gulfport, Mississippi. Dimitri.
I think it's...
Dimitri tries again, but the Diz caught him again. You'd think he'd learn the first time.
No! What a maneuver! DDT there, a counter.
For a minute, I didn't know what Dimitri was doing. Why he?
If I can get my point out about the Golden Gauntlet, Mike Houston choosing all 6 men. 4 of them for sure based on their talents in recent shows. Dimitri, Kia, Shawn Mitchell, Chaos.
Loser.
I don't think so. Chaos got back to his winning ways over this is regular Truson.
And then who else is in it? What?
You got
woman beater and Caitlin Vegesus.
Caitlin Vegesus.
Well, Caitlin Vegesus, Caitlyn Jenner, they all look the same. They got this long hair. The only thing that Vegesus doesn't have is a set of tits.
History may...
This is alright. I mean, come on, look.
History may be right when you mention that, and kick to the midsection. This could be the Death Wish setup. Boom! Dimitri hits it! And the Diz is OUT.
This could be the end of the match right here.
You know, the only guy I like in this match is Dimitri. You know why? Because he wins! Like Salvation! That's why I like him! Because he wins! That's it!
I can't believe I'm doing this again, but no matter how they do it, more often than not, salvation does win.
A momentum victory for Dimitri heading into the Golden Gauntlet.
He still don't belong
Credit
there.
where credit is due, and Twisted Wicked J getting a measure
jump
of
around.
revenge on the Diz. And on Dem Boys, those two will wrestle each other in the pre-show at Golden Opportunity as well. And thanks for your novel commentary approach there, Spragan. Next time, please.
Shut up, Skeeter. The next time you talk to me, it will be...
Coming up next, the preview of Golden Opportunity, the entire match-by-match lineup
4 times.
to be announced.
Psycho Joe.
Right after this.
I agreed with him 4 times.
Another brand new tradition to Revolution begins this Saturday on North Bloomington Street. The newest free per-view event called Golden Opportunity. It replaces Day of Champions, but the focus on championships is not lost on any of us. 3 titles will be decided at Golden Opportunity, and all the title holders in RevDub will be competing in some form. With that said, here's a complete rundown of the entire match-by-match lineup for Revolution's inaugural Golden Opportunity event. As usual, we'll kickstart the proceedings 30 minutes before the official show, as the Diz will take on Twisted Wicked J. Moments ago, you saw Twisted Wicked J and Dimitri pick up a tag team victory over the Diz and Kia. Twisted Wicked Pain was brought to Dem Boys in the pre-show at FanFest, as Junior was spared, but not long after his arm was broken at the hands of True Sin. Golden Opportunity will mark the official in-ring return of Ian Lockhart, the formerly suspended Ian Lockhart. He will take on Wolf Assassin, who, aside from a momentary hardcore title reign in 15 Minutes of Pain, has not won a match since last October, and has not had a pinfall victory since Road to Uprising. Will it be a walk in the park for Lockhart, or will Wolf throw a wrench in Ian's ongoing saga to beat some respect out of lesser talents? Jim Spragan will lead Salvation into battle, all of them against Rob Adams, and Rob Adams alone. Madman WK is apparently out of action, if not out of Revolution completely. Spragan's giving himself the credit either way, and now it's the other Beard Bro who has to fight the entire corrupted flock. When Rob Adams was genocide in the days of EOD, he knew how to stack the odds in his favor. EOD was loaded from top to bottom. Now it's Rob Adams being the hunted. This just added to Golden Opportunity, one of the 3 championship matches on the show. For the hardcore title, it's Jimmy Jack defending in a peculiar Fatal 4-Way elimination match. Peculiar in that Jimmy Jack's challengers are all very abnormally different individuals. You have Trusin, who I swear had to have been a distant relative of Bobo, because why the hell would he be so attached to punking out anyone holding a video camera for no reason? Then of course you have Sicko the Clown, and if you're new to this product, you've probably never caught the antics of Sicko the Clown when he was a part of FYW 3.5 years ago. He is not your typical carnival clown. In fact, I don't think the Dark Carnival is anything like a real one. I personally think the carousels are full of meth head ponies. And then you have Modinger. Modinger. Oh, the Momanity. Mo is also on a long losing streak. In fact, he hasn't won a match in his singles career. I know I'm supposed to be fair and impartial, but unless Scott or Mo have some rusty bed springs attached to a barbed wire 2x4, I'm afraid a spot in ICU will be almost saved or insured at St. Mary's Hospital. All of us will indeed be living on a prayer this Saturday at Safe Haven. Irony! The Princeton Preps will defend the Tag Team Championship belts for the first time against the long-anticipated pairing of Prodigy Snake and Crypt. We will be on Triple Crown alert for that match, because if Prodigy Snake and Crypt do capture the tag straps, then they will officially be Revolution's first Triple Crown winners. That distinction going to the individual or individuals who win any 3 of Revolution's championships. And it would be almost fitting for the first Triple Crown winners to be both former Unbreakable Champions, both former Revolution champions, and the top 2 guys not named Mike Houston, who you'd closely associate with pioneering the Revolution era. Crypt, a true Revolution original, with no ties to the FYW era, who debuted at the second Revolution era show, Spook Show. And Prodigy Steak, who's already captured a Triple Crown of a different kind. 3 straight Wrestler of the Year awards. For the biggest prize in Revolution, it's the champ Brian Phoenix against the superstar Kyle Cash. Despite losing to Prodigy Steak at FanFest, which also was the first loss in the calendar year for Cash, he still gets his shot at the title in Brian Phoenix. But it is sort of hard at this point to remember that Kyle Cash was a former Revolution champion. At New Horizons, Revolution's first show, in a matter of 2 hours, he won and lost the championship. This factoid has been blurred because of what transpired in Cash's in-ring efforts in 2014. Phoenix, meanwhile, has to devise a new strategy. This is only the second different number 1 contender to the Rev Dub title this season, and one that Phoenix has hardly been verbose about. After Adrenaline, when Cash laid out Phoenix with the championship belt, Phoenix said no words. He pushed off officials and wanted no extra support to hobble to the back. His previous leg and ankle injuries notwithstanding, Phoenix has seen every challenger as a threat. This is no different. And while much of the attention will be drawn to the Golden Gauntlet, do not discredit that both Phoenix and Cash will put on a hell of a fight in their own right on Saturday. And for the first time in Revolution history, 6 men will fight with a clock ticking in the distance for the right to possess the opportunity at the Revolution Championship. It is the Golden Gauntlet. It's the first time Revolution or FYW have hosted this particular match, but it is not the first time in Illinois wrestling lore. And if you're historically savvy, the event name Golden Opportunity and the match concept of the Golden Gauntlet have walked hand in hand ever since the match's initial birth in 2011. This will be the 4th edition of the Golden Gauntlet, and while it is called a gauntlet, it is not a gauntlet match. The rules for the Golden Gauntlet are thus. 20 minutes will be on a clock. All 6 men involved will be competing from bell to bell. At stake in the match is Let's Rocker's Revolution Championship shot, which will be enclosed inside the brand new Golden Opportunity briefcase. Possession of that Golden Opportunity briefcase can be determined via pinfall or submission and can change hands any time over the course of the 20-minute time limit. Possession of the briefcase can change hands only inside the confines of the ring. There are no disqualifications and no countouts, but the decisions by pinfall or submission must take place inside the ring. Nothing will count on the outside, and 2 referees will be at ringside to count those decisions. The individual who scores the final decision before the clock expires will be declared the winner and will be the legal holder of the Golden Opportunity briefcase. As Mike Houston has seen through the process of instituting the Golden Gauntlet, when the match was announced on Adrenaline last week, this one detail was left out. If Rocker does win the Golden Gauntlet, his title shot, which has been valid since he won it at Uprising, will not reset. He will still have until Uprising 2 in October to cash in that contract. Should any of the other 5 men in that match win, that contract will be valid up until Golden Opportunity in 2016. So in the case of Lex Rocker, he'll probably be keeping a close eye on the outcome of Phoenix versus Cash, because Rocker has already openly stated he will not cash in on his friend Brian Phoenix. When bell time approaches on Saturday, you can close up the old history books and watch as new history is made. And with Golden Opportunity becoming a new fixture to the Rev-Dubbed free per-view lineup, a foundation is set to be laid for years to come. Join us at Safe Haven this Saturday for Golden Opportunity. Bell time is 2 p.m. with the pre-show match of the Diz vs. Twisted Wicked J 30 minutes before the official show. And we hope that you'll join us and make some time to come to 210 North Bloomington Street as we are taking 4th of July weekend off. And on July 18th, Revolution will return to action with our next scheduled free preview, Pledge of Allegiance. And as always, as if free preview wasn't a hint enough, the bell-to-bell action of Golden Opportunity will be available to you for free. After Golden Opportunity and our 4th of July break, the next Revolution-produced program you will see is the next edition of the Revolution Report, where I'll help preview our July free preview. That's next month. For this month, from the City Park and Streeter, Skeeter Moxley for your Revolution Report. You won't want to miss a minute of the inaugural Golden Opportunity free preview this Saturday from Safe Haven. Join us.